Hey, what's up, people? This is your boy, y'all's chosen one, man. Hope you guys are had a good week, a good Passover week. Um, this is gonna be a study. This is gonna be a study video. Just getting over these allergies and stuff, man. It's pretty rough down here. But yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed your Passover, man. Hope you guys, you know, continue to do that because that's a something that should be held forever. That's what the Most High said. Um, We're gonna talk about something today. It's gonna be called Easter. That's the subject. Um, there's a lot of my friends that I know, whether they're Christian, whatever sects of Christians that I have. I think just needs to know what this is. You know what I'm saying? So we need to see like its origins, where it derives from, and things like that. Um, as in anything, man, we need to go towards, you need to read about the Council of Nicaea, um, which is happening in 325 AD after the death of Christ. You need to like really look into that because you need to see the things that they was doing when it was first establishing this Christianity. Um, the things that they took out the Bible, the things that they put that they was going to infiltrate into the Bible. You need to like see what they deemed as being holy or what they deemed as being inspirational. So you kind of need to see that. So first we're going to go to Acts 12 verse 4. So let's just go ahead and start the New Testament. Let's go to Acts 12 verse 4. All right. Acts 12 verse 4. And when he had apprehended him, I'm sorry. Yeah, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quarterings of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Now, Easter, that's the only time that Easter is even mentioned in the Bible. And then in that context, it's actually mentioned wrongly. They actually substitute the word Easter, the word Easter for Passover for Easter. So I really should read Passover, and they just implemented that. If you read any kind of etymology or Catholic Catholic book, they actually substituted the word Easter. Passover for Easter. So that shouldn't even be in there. That's the only time it's written. And whatever agenda that they had to do this, to implement Ishtar into the Bible, well, congratulations, you did it. But the Most High said, if you change the Bible a jotto, if you look to change the times and some of the things that's in it, then he's going to absolutely tear you apart. All right. All right. So the word Easter, or Ishtar, I should say. Ishtar, or Astarte, is a female goddess uh, known for her fertility. It's a female goddess. It's the reason why it's a female goddess. It's the reason why you have rabbits representing Easter. Fertility eggs, because that rabbits are very fertile. Ishtar was the original god of the Canaanites. She's evolved throughout the years. She hasn't changed. She's still the queen of heaven. And today you just worship her as Easter. She was a Chaldean goddess. She was the queen of heaven. There's many names for her. Also called Ashtaroth. So she's been known throughout all the centuries as through the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Romans. These are all the same gods. All the same gods. Just that one adds something to her every time. It's just all the same gods. They put a twist to her every time, but it's still the same. Still the same origin. Let's go to Colossians 2 verse 8. Colossians 2 verse 8. I don't want you guys to be scared. I know you guys have been practicing, if you're a Christian, you've been practicing Christianity for a long time. It's just, because because I used to be a Christian, and I've just known throughout the years that there's a reason why the Most High told you to study to show yourself approved, because he knew that there would be some changes taking place. All right, so we're going to Colossians 2 verse 8, and it reads, "And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death." Oh, that's Philippians. I'm sorry. Thought I was reading Colossians. All right, 2 verse 8. "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christos." So be careful, man, about what you celebrate. Ask yourself sometimes, why am I celebrating this? Not just because traditionally I've been doing this for years and I've gone. You're a grown man and woman now. You became a man and woman. Now you can start asking those questions, man. You should just do it because your mom made you put on a suit or your nice clothes and make you go to church. Now you need to start asking yourself, why? Why was I doing this? Why are we celebrating this? I know the doctrine that my pastor gave me, or my priest or whatever gave me, but now I need to start asking some questions. I'm grown now. All right, so let's look at the names of this Easter Ishtar. So we will start with Ishtar, Ishtar. Ishtar is the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility, love, war, and sex. So not only was she the god of fertility, but she was the god of love, war, and sex. And you just got to know what you're serving. Ashtaroth is also in the Bible. That's a Hebrew name for the Canaanite. This is the Hebrew name for the Canaanite fertility goddess. It was Ashtaroth. Ashta Roth. That's Ashtaroth. Easter or Estore or Eostro, Eostre or Eostrae. That is the Anglo-Saxon goddess of spring and fertility. So, going throughout each age and each different people, their custom, it's the same person. They just add a little twist to it. The rabbit is always a symbol of fertility. You look at Playboy, you look at pretty much anything, man. People make jokes about rabbits because rabbits are fertile. That's what they do. Astarte, Astarte, that's a Phoenician and Greek fertility goddess. So it always has to do something with fertility. You know what I'm saying? Always has to do something with fertility. So here are the names. You have Astare, Ostare. You have Astara. And these are all names that you can look up. There's different names to this. Astron, Aosos, and so it's a brief history. Now, the story of Semiramis, who's the mother of Tammuz. That goes all the way back to Baal worship. Ishtar is actually the wife of Baal, or the queen of heaven. She's the queen of heaven. So this goes all the way back to Nimrod and Babylonian stuff. Baal is actually Beelzebub. That's actually who it is. So Ishtar is the wife of Baal. In Egyptian times, Isis is actually Ishtar. So all the Egyptologists and all that stuff, man, you're just copying too, for something that was given to you, man. That was just something that's been handed down through the century. Through century to century. Let's go to Judges chapter 2. Talk a little bit more about, talk a little bit more about this. So we're going to Judges chapter 2. right. Judges chapter 2. Let's see, where should we start? Well, heck. So if you look at Judges chapter 2, we see that the Israelites are here. They're in the land that's foreign to them, and they have these people there, and the Most High is telling them not to, not to establish the ways of the people of the land. Okay, so we're actually going to start right here on chapter 11. Verse 11. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yah and served Balaam. See, they are serving Balaam. And they forsook Yah, the power of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods. See, with a little g. There are gods on this earth, but they're little g gods. They're you can't nowhere near the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And follow other gods of the people that were round about them, and bow themselves unto them, and provoke Yah to anger. So we see that they were serving Balaam over here. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we read in verse 11 that verse 17, that and yet they would not hearken unto their judges. The judges were telling them not to do this, but they went a whoring after other gods. It's idolatry. You can go whore after a god. People do it all the time, trying to find the truth, trying to find the way, and they go a whoring after anything that seems appeasing to them. But they bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of Yah, but they did not so. So the Most High vexed them and oppressed them, and because they went a whoring after Baal, or this Canaanite worship, man. That's the kind of stuff that they was doing. All right. You got more words for Easter. You got Freya, who's actually the Scandinavian version of Easter, who's the goddess of sex and fertility. If people don't know what the word Freya is, if you don't know what your name is, you just look it up for yourself, man. Stop being lazy and actually look it up. It's total paganism. We read that, when Nimrod died, however he died, some people say Esau killed him, some people say Shem cut him up, whatever. But the point is that Nimrod's wife, Semiramis, who happens to be his mother as well, said Nimrod died and ascended to heaven. Because, she had to have some way to keep her power. So Nimrod had become a sun god, So here we go with this sun worship. That's the reason why Easter is always on Sunday too, because it's pretty much sun worship as well. Just like you have, Christians have their Sabbath on Sunday too. There's a reason why everything coincides with the sun. So Semiramis pretty much made herself into a goddess. And we're going to stop there. I'm not going to make this video too long, so we're just going to chop it up, okay? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Shalom. Okay.